Yeah, we knock 'em down. CBT, CBT, CBT. Yeah, we know we knock 'em down. CBT, you know we knock 'em down.
What up, YouTube? It's your boy Big Cool coming to you from Colossal Boxing Talk, and I am back with another video. Before I get into the video, Colossal Boxing Talk is associated with Three Kings Boxing under the movement umbrella, and I'm here to talk about Regis Prograis, a 140-pound contender who's 20-0 with 17 knockouts. He's from New Orleans, Louisiana, by way of Houston, Texas. This guy is a beast. This dude just powerful, unrelentless, determined. I mean, he's one of the, young forces to be reckoned with in the sport of boxing. And he has a big fight coming up against experienced veteran, former champion, former WBC Junior Welterweight champion, Vitor Postal, March 9th, on Showtime. I think it's going to take place in South Dakota. But Prograis is coming off of a big victory over Joe Diaz, where he knocked him down, I think, 3 or 4 times. That fight ended in the second or third round. And both of those guys at the time were undefeated prospects. But with that victory, Regis, elevated himself into contender status. And now that he's close to being a champion, being in that position to fight for a championship belt, he's starting to really speak on guys he would love to face. And one name in particular that he mentioned in the interview he did sometime during a recent interview at the fights on Sirius XM radio was Adrien the Problem Broner. And Prograis said that he'd hurt Adrien Broner and become the first to stop him. And those are bold words from the young, powerful, yet inexperienced Regis Prograis, because although Adrien Broner is a vulnerable fighter, one thing you can't question is his ability to take a punch. Yes, he was dropped twice by Marcos Maidana, but that was at welterweight, and Marcos Maidana is one of the strongest guys, or was one of the strongest guys at 140 and 147. And I'm not saying that Prograis couldn't do this, because as your career goes on, the wear and tear of training camps, of fights, it kind of, it starts to chip away at you. But Adrien Broner's a tough motherfucker, and that's just being real. He can take a good shot, as good a shot as anybody in the 140-pound or 147-pound division. But this is what Regis Prograis had to say. I will hurt Adrien Broner. Really, Adrien Broner has to fight Figueroa, and we don't know if he's going to win that. I hope he does win it so that his name could be back big again. But I don't know. Everybody says Adrien Broner. I've been calling out Adrien Broner for like 3 years now. He knows exactly who I am. But I think once I get the belt, then maybe he'll take the fight against me or something like that. I don't know. And of course, Adrien Broner is looking to become a champion again. But before these guys could even think about fighting each other, Prograis has to win the title, and he knows that. He knows that. He's not on the radar of Adrien Broner right now, but I'm pretty sure Adrien Broner knows who he is. And Prograis is a guy who's on the come up. A victory over Vitor Postal will be huge for him. It sets him up for the right to face the winner of Jose Ramirez and Amir Imam, who fight a few weeks after him and Postal fight for the WBC title that was vacated by former lineal undisputed champion Terrence Bud Crawford, who's now at welterweight. So this 4-man tournament in the WBC is very interesting, because you have 4 very talented fighters. 3 to 4 fighters are big punchers, being Regis Prograis, Jose Ramirez, and Amir Imam. Vitor Postal is the most experienced out of that. So it's gonna be interesting to see over the next month or so how these fights play out. And we'll find it's like a tournament. It's pretty much a 4-man tournament. and I'm expecting it to be, Regis Prograis versus Jose Ramirez. Although I like Amir Mum, I don't know if he's improved enough defensively to deal with Jose Ramirez, who I will be doing some film study on. But back to the topic of Prograis saying that he will hurt Adrien Broner. I could definitely see him beating Adrien Broner. Adrien Broner is tough, but I can see Broner beating him as well. But Prograis is very powerful. He's not just powerful; he's a skilled guy. He eats, sleeps, drinks boxing. Me and my guys that we used to do the Movement podcast. We interviewed him, and he's very much a historian and student of the game. He doesn't watch much TV. He's in the gym training. He's watching potential opponents. He's watching legends from the past, current, top fighters of the day, learning from them, applying it to his craft, to his style, and tweaking things. So he's definitely he has everything you would want in a young fighter. He's 100% disciplined. He's 100% committed, and he has the skills to be a force in this sport of boxing. And he's basically putting Adrien Broner on notice that he wants him, and that if he fights him, he will be the first man to stop him. And I like this. I like that the young guys have huge aspirations and they're going by it the right way. Regis Prograis hasn't had anything given to him. He's earned everything. He's slowly been built up. Each step up, he's looked impressive. And now he's on the cusp of being the number one contender for the WBC Junior Welterweight title, and all he has to do is beat Postal, and he'll get the winner of Ramirez Amon. And if he wins the belt, a potential Adrien Broner fight lays right there, at his fingertips. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a champion now. People gonna, he's gonna become the hunted instead of the hunter, and that's what he wants. He wants to be a legend. He wants to face the best guys. He wants to be known as all-time great, and he can get everything he wants if he wins his next two fights. But I'm gonna read the rest of the quote. Regarding stopping Adrien Broner. If I fight Adrien Broner, I guarantee I'll be the first person to stop him. I can guarantee you. I know he has a couple of losses on his record, but if me and him fight, I'm pretty sure I'll be the first person to stop him. Like I said, those are bold predictions, and he's speaking this into existence, which you want to do. You speak that positivity of whatever it is into existence. And yes, he's talking about future fights, but he can't overlook Postal, which I'm sure he's not, because on any given day anybody can lose, and Postal is like 5'11", long rangy fighter who can outbox you, but has seen better days. Been beat thoroughly by Terrence Crawford. He was dropped in his last fight, although he got up off the canvas and went on to win a decision. But like I said, I like this from Regis Prograis. I think he has the right mindset, and I think that he's gonna do some big things in boxing, man. And I would love to see a showdown between him and Adrien Broner. Adrien Broner has 3 losses, but he's only 28 years old. You know what I'm saying? He's 30-3. And he has a big fight with Omar Figueroa coming up. So if both of these guys can continue to win, especially Regis, and he can acquire that WBC title, that puts him in prime position to try to do what he said he would do to Adrien Broner, and that's to be the first man to stop him. But if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to Colossal Boxing Talk. Support everybody under the Movement umbrella. Drop those comments in the comment section below. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.